Brainiacs!
Matrix stuff.
I hear you, I see ya, I see ya. I see ya. Man, oh man. This will be interesting.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Coming in here like a late bloomer, like always. Holy smokes! I was wondering what I was going to talk about on the show. Everybody, I dropped it in there. Everybody seems to like love this doom and gloom shit. So let's talk doom and gloom. I tried to get a hold of Dennis, my buddies that has trucker striked with me back in the early 2000s, and just so he could be with me. Notice over here, I said they ain't gonna starve you out, and the driver they ain't gonna quit. That seems to be a pretty hot topic, and it's not really political. But we're gonna cover it. I'm gonna cover that. We're gonna go over that a little bit. On top of that, gonna bring a number of different videos, TikTok videos. I want to share them with you. You guys have been blowing up my inbox. So got that. I got all kinds of shit. On top of that, I got a special guest that's like just kind of come flying into my chicken coop. This time, I'm not gonna be hijacked. Got his ass grounded to a chair right in front of me. So don't go nowhere, Brainiac. Matthew Turner here with the Matrix Minds. Crank it up. Share this broadcast. Share this podcast. Let's talk worldwide, Brain. Let's have some fun tonight.
What do you say, Brainiacs? You guys ready? It's time. It's showtime, brains. That's right. It's Matrix time. And it's go time. Welcome aboard, everybody. Let's go! Talk about ufology, conspiracy, controversy, and anything and everything that we can get into tonight. Let's go.
Crank it up, Andy Captain says. Go eat your brownies, baby.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Get up, Brainiac! Yeah! It's definitely your show. Your show, and we appreciate you for being here. Buckle up, everybody. Aboard.
Yeah, Brady. What's up? Welcome aboard, everybody. Oh my God! Tina Dane. What an amazing intro! Thank you. What an amazing intro. Look at what I got below me.
Hello, everybody. Matty J on the mic. And on the camera.
Imagine that shit. He didn't even have to dance behind me. He didn't even hijack the damn camera. Oh my God. Mike Pyle says, "Is there peanut butter?" It's time. I couldn't catch that. Did you catch that? I didn't catch that. What did you say? What did you say, Mike? Matt's on Mojo. In fact, I'm in. Did you put Mojo in this?
Fuck no. I don't want you being like
Matt's
that.
on Mojo.
Never again.
Yeah.
Never again.
Never again. Dude, it happens all the time. It happens all the time. Mojo. God damn, you guys gotta love Mojo. Tina Daly says hi, Junior. Miss Rose says hi, Junior.
Hello.
He says hi, guys.
It's good to
Andy
be
Cass,
here.
hey man, I tried to talk to you. I talked to a really old brother. He's been a conspiracy researcher. There you go, Andy, for a really long time. Hi, Morgan. What's the topic for tonight? I'm going to talk about. Well, I kind of want to go over some shit here that. See, here's the thing. I'm not a doom and gloom guy, right? And I'm more of a spiritual guy. And again, dude down below me knows when it comes to politics. Do I give a shit about politics?
No.
No. I don't seem to want nothing to do with politics. I don't really know why, other than it's a division to me. What's up, Ryan from North Carolina? The politics is a divide. That to me is exactly what it is. When you can divide a country by politics, religion, race, gender equality, all that shit, man, I want nothing to do with it. So, the topic. Primarily, I don't want to scare the shit out of you, but I will tell you all of the circulation that you're seeing in reference to like semi trucks shutting down. Come on, let me throw this back to the 60s and 70s, okay? Back in the day, whenever they were shutting down, and they were talking about striking in the 70s. They did, okay? But the problem is they didn't stop. Any one of you guys up in here that are old enough to remember, I remember my uncle and my father talking about trucks striking. They ain't gonna, dude. That's why let me go back to this screen. I'll show you the screen. That's why you got a truck here that looks like it's from fucking Mad Max. These trucks ain't gonna stop. Okay, I don't care what anybody says.
From hell and back, baby.
Dude, they're not gonna stop. We threw an absolute fit back in during the Obama era, and if my wife could interview, she will tell you I literally had to make a choice between a truck payment, my job, and a home. I let go of my home because I knew that my truck. If I let go of my truck, I'm done. I had to make a choice between survival, right, making money, and losing my house. That's how damn bad it got. I was paying.
I couldn't imagine. No.
Dude, it's paying $7 a gallon for fuel.
It's crazy.
So again, there's a guy up in here, Mike Pyle. Mike. Somewhere up in the chat, maybe, somewhere. But there he is, Mike. Mike's a driver. Okay, shout out to Mike. Shout out to all of the ground pounders. I got high respect for you guys. I'm a CDL driver. I still drive. I mean, I still do. But the thing is, let me tell you what. I watched and listened to my own family go through this. I watched my friends go through this. There is no goddamn way these trucks are going to stop. We threw a fit, an absolute fit, whenever Obama. Do you guys remember the? I know you're too young, Matt, but do you guys remember the country? They threw this. Everybody and their brother was getting a damn Socrates driver, another driver up in this chat. Socrates, you tell me these fucking trucks gonna stop. They ain't gonna stop. No. These semi trucks are not gonna stop, regardless of what the news says. Regardless of what somebody's like here on the Internet of Things, these semi trucks will not stop. Okay, they will not stop. When it comes to the again trying to make do with truck payment, house payment, I had no choice. I'll be damned if I was going to let go of my job because I knew that, well, somewhere or another, at that time, I think, how old was you?
I'd say around like 5 years old.
5?
Maybe when you were trucking and shit.
Do you remember that?
I remember the stickers that you put on the truck, the red truck that you had in the driveway in the blue house. Me and
Right.
you were washing the truck. That's all I remember. Especially driving it and blowing the horn. That was fun.
Dude, I mean, I had to we had to literally choose between our house and moving my dude, that I moved my family into a very good friend of mine's because I had to make a choice. Now, mind you, if we have to do if drivers have to do that again, I can damn near guarantee, just give it time. You may watch the economy kind of slow down shit. You gotta remember, they're trying to scare the shit out of you. That's what they're trying to do. Politicians, media, they're trying to scare the holy shit out of you, and they're doing a damn good job at doing that if you're buying into the bullshit. I don't want you to buy into the bullshit because, again, these trucks ain't going to stop. The fair trade agreement between Mexico and the United States, us drivers had a big ass fit because put it this way, at the time it was an unregulated truck. Semi trucks from Mexico, not even checked, not inspected, couldn't speak a word of English.
Not a word.
Not a word.
Oh.
These people were coming through the border, okay, and they could literally get as far up into the country as St. Louis, Missouri, without anything happening to them.
Legally.
No, the border
so
would just the border would let them open. The border would let them through. That's why. What?
But why though?
Because they wasn't going to. The majority of the drivers in the middle of the 2000s we were done, dude. We were paying $7 a gallon for fuel. Okay. Go across the border, and shit was like it was like $2 a gallon. $2 a gallon.
A gallon.
Freight was like they were just loving it. They were loving it. So what I'm saying is why we had a big ass problem. There was a big ass guy. There was a big dude from New York. He was a union boss, and this union boss was like, ain't no Mexican trucks coming up here under my watch and blah 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 blah. I don't even know what the hell happened to him. I don't know what happened to him, but I can tell you right now, this union boss did not get president. He was running for president of the union. And because of his voice, his political statement, I mean, he was not afraid. He was like, fuck them Mexican trucks, blah blah blah. And this dude was like serious. I didn't really have a problem with the Mexicans and the Mexican trucks. I had a problem with the unregulated fuel. I had a problem with the unregulated freight going straight through the border, not giving two shits whether they got inspected from point A to point B, getting halfway checked. But cheap company will run it. Mike Pyle, right there. Let me. I got to show this comment, right there. But cheap companies will run that freight. That fucking comment right there is exactly what I had a problem with. That is what I had a problem with. And if I tried to get hold of Dennis Silvitis, my dude, that very much so knows me, went to DC with me. I put it this way: I was the youngest owner operator to take my entire small local fleet with me to DC.
Wait, how old were you?
I was like 20. No, almost 30, 20, 28, 29, 30. We got on the line here. I gotta make sure. Hang on one second. Michelle, how are you doing, baby Duke? Girl, what's up, Dragon?
Hello.
Oh, it's me. Oh, I just scared Bella.
How you doing?
Hi, Junior. Look,
Recording
look
started.
at
I'm gonna rant.
look at Junior. He following in Daddy's footsteps. Look at that. I gotta
I
give him
volunteered.
shit.
I promise.
He volunteered.
Yes.
He didn't want another one of me. That was a rough one. But anywho, I just figured I'd call in real quick just to get it out of the way, and then let other people call in.
So,
But what are you going to after the trucking stuff? Because I'll stay silent through this part because this is your expertise.
I was just ranting. I'm just bitching because I don't want nobody to feed into the fear. Okay, that's like Tina. You know, I love Tina Damley. Tina and it was Rose Cece as well. It's like, let's talk about we're gonna be locked down again. We're pushing for this lock. You know, oh my God, fuck, dude. You know what? Just I love them. I do. I love them with all my heart. But don't feed into that fear. Don't even let that shit cross your mind, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody's gonna fall. Okay, let's put it this way. If you fall for it this time, I have no empathy, no sympathy. I am not going to go poor baby. I am not going to be on your side. We're done. We're not going to forgive and we're not going to forget. It was genocide and it continues. Oops, sorry, I said a bad word. It's going to continue to be as long. Yeah, I said a bad word. Sorry. It's going to continue as long as people accept it. If they don't stand up for themselves and they don't stand up for what's going on, it's like the people in New York are finally standing up and saying, we're not letting them bring in these illegals into our city. The mayor's trying to get them to house them in the churches, to house them while they are hiking up the rents so high that the people can't even afford to live there. But yet they want them to bring in all these people that they bust in so that they can house them, and they're not footing the bill. All this crazy shit. But people are finally fighting back.
All you gotta do
that's a good thing.
is
say no.
Say no. Like these ladies are saying right here, as well as Ryan. Live free or die. Look, all you've got to do is become unmanageable. Become unmanageable.
Exactly.
And this system won't know what the fuck to do with you. They will have no other option other than to comply or somehow it's gonna happen.
BYOB.
I mean, what?
BYOB.
Yeah.
Be your own boss.
Be your own boss. You know, right? BYOB. Be your own boss. Because here's the kicker. You know, these guys, again, going back to the trucking industry, I seen Tammy say, the Pakistani, Palestinian, all you know, Mike will tell you, Socrates will tell you, Dennis will tell you, there are more foreigners. Put it this way, they don't give a fuck if Mike, me, Socrates, we all park our semis. They ain't going to give a shit. They don't care. They'll hire some Palestinian or some Mexican or some.
Just about anybody.
I mean, Socrates is as Mexican as they get here on this broadcast, and he knows I'm not saying anything bad about him or the black sheep that he rolls with. I'm not saying anything bad about them. I am, however, telling you the industry itself will find somebody to move this freight. I'll shut down. Michael shut down. We don't fucking care. But the Michelle, they don't care. Mm-hmm. The industry don't care. They will continue to do what they're doing.
Do you remember back in 9/11 hit? Oh God, I said another bad word. Sorry.
That's not funny.
This bro trying to get us. Shit, man.
You know better to let me on. Anywho, so do you remember back leading up to that, and there was a surge of at the Middle Eastern that they were bringing over to train as truck drivers, to train as pilots, to train as all these things. And one of the biggest industries was, correct me if I'm wrong, back in the early 2000s, was the trucking industry that was being flooded with these Middle Eastern immigrants that they could hire dirt cheap, get them over here, get their green card, get them working, and then they go from there. But it was a big surge right about the time that date happened, and shortly thereafter, and they flooded the market with them, and especially right before it happened. I found that a little suspect, but what do I know? But I remember that specifically, and all of a sudden they were getting up pilot licenses. For the same thing with the trucking industry, they were getting pilot licenses.
Michelle, it's not
in the U.S.
Let me share something with you. I don't even know if the website is still available, but I'm gonna share something with you. Okay. Let me. I'm gonna pop up another screen. I'm gonna make sure that Matthew's not locked up. No, Matthew's not locked up. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna share a screen with you real quick. I'll share a screen with everybody. Share me in the browser. All right, so there's me as the world burns. You know, this is a good guy.
Ooh.
I'm gonna leave that, okay? Because
did you see what Tina put? Sorry to interrupt.
It's all right.
I love this, Tina. Tina, I love this. Elon is getting sued for hiring illegals. Yeah.
Imagine that shit. Imagine that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try. All right, so check this out. I'm sharing a screen with everybody because I want you to see. Okay, so just give me a second. Let me grab this screen because there is something that you guys need to know. Okay, with what Michelle just said, they're hiring now. Socrates, pay attention, bro. Mike, all of you drivers, all of you 18-wheeler ground pounders, you guys just pay attention for a minute because I want you to fucking see this. This is what happened in the early 2000s. You want to know what happened with what Michelle just said is what happened. Okay, and it's called Green Cards for America. Okay? Green cards for America. Now, back in the day, hang on. There used to be a website, an absolute website that said it was green. It was, I wouldn't say it was greencardsforamerica.com. Greencardsforamerica.com. It's bored. See, I'll type in there. Hang on. Let me. Yeah. Okay. So it's imagine that shit. It's saying we're having trouble finding that website, but I'm gonna tell you right now. Any driver that was on strike with me and Dennis and literally half of our fucking country can remember what I'm showing you was legit. They were giving you like. I think they were wanting you to drive 6 months in here, and if you lasted past 6 months, they would get you in here on a free visa, because this is the trucking bullshit that everybody goes into. You could be a fucking lawyer today, tomorrow lose your job and start holding a steering wheel.
Damn.
I'm not joking. Any of the guys in this chat, listen to me. Any of you guys in this chat, you know damn well I'm telling the truth. Today you could be a fucking lawyer. Tomorrow you will be holding a steering wheel for Swift or for Snyder or for all of these big ass. Now let me tell you this one. They're ready. They're self-insured trucking companies. You know why? Because the State fucking Farm, Jake, wants nothing to do with a lawyer today and a driver tomorrow. Because he'll drive that fucking semi-truck dead square in the middle of the Ozarks trying to follow the Jeep. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to crash into or like scalp the top of the tractor trailer. Oh, well, I was just following the GPS. I was just doing what it told me to do. Common sense tells you, bro, you got a 13 6-foot box there. That bridge says it's 10 foot. Do you really think you're going to fit? I'm not trying to be a smart ass, or I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer or sound ignorant. I'm not ignorant. I'm just telling you, I know this industry because I was raised in this industry. These drivers will not stop. I don't give a shit. Okay? And it's like Mike just confirmed this. They're self-insured. They've got to be self-insured. They just hired today, tomorrow, they'll hire tomorrow, the grocery store clerk that lost her or his job. Again, they'll start driving a tractor trailer tomorrow. This is the absolute fact. What I'm telling you is absolute fact. All right, so I didn't mean to get on this rant, bro.
Are we gonna talk about something yet?
Are we gonna what?
Are we gonna talk about something yet?
Are we gonna talk about something else?
You're on a rant again.
Well,
I'm used to it.
dude, this is my industry. I'm not a broadcaster. I'm not a podcaster. I'm just here because they're here.
This every day.
I mean, do you see what I'm saying? I'm just here because of them. I love them to pieces. And Michelle, I want their voice matters. I'm a driver. I got out of driving to do this for them.
I understand. You even told me, and I said go for it, because y'all matter to him. Y'all help us pay the bills, and I thank you.
They help us pay the broadcast expenses.
He wants to get into,
right?
Junior wants to get into the nitty gritty. Matthew,
he wants to. Somebody's calling the show. No, someone's trying to call me. Hang on 1 second, Michelle. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Hang on. Don't go nowhere.
Uh-oh.
Seriously, don't go nowhere.
I won't.
All right. I'm Dennis. So, hey, yo, bro.
What's up?
I need you to call the broadcast on the normal line. I'm having this. I'm having this flashback of taking our semi trucks to Washington D.C. and the entire country not knowing a fucking thing about it because media wasn't covering it. And we're all circling, DC's Uranus or anus.
Yeah. We
right?
were there.
Damn straight we were there. Here's the kicker, though. You ready for this? Here. They're thinking.
I'm listening.
People are thinking that they're going to do it again, and they're shutting the country down, bro. What do you?
Good luck.
What'd you say?
Don't
say it again.
I said good luck.
I
you
do
remember what we were gonna do? We were gonna shut the country down. We had most of the people to do it. But do you remember what SOS and they came in and told us? They told us that if we pulled the fucking plug and shut our trucks down and shut the highways down, each and every one of us would be arrested for treason because they would consider it interrupting the flow of commerce and we would all go to jail for treason. And that's because when Jimmy Hoffa shut us down so many fucking years ago, they did. They shut the country down for 3 days and it took them over 9 months just to catch up.
But you remember that. Your dad remembers that, right?
I was there with my dad.
Okay, I was too young. I wasn't there with my uncles. But I can tell you.
I was a little kid, but I remember walking with my dad and fucking Jimmy Hoffa.
Do you remember do you remember the guys being shot at?
Yeah.
Do you remember the guys having fucking stakes put through their radiators and their tires blown out and sliced? You remember that?
Dude, we went on strike in 1984, local 744 out of Chicago, and there was.
Tell them I ain't gonna say a word. I ain't saying shit. You tell them how it was. Tell them the truth.
Give me a couple minutes. I'll watch for a different number. It'll be from Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Okay. All right. Yeah, because I don't think Michelle can hear you. Michelle.
All right. Give me a minute. I'll call the show.
Yeah, it's absolutely fine.
All right.
Absolutely
give me a
fine.
minute.
All right, buddy.
Please. All right. Bye.
Bye. Right here. What Socrates just said?
Alright.
Yeah, Dennis, hang up with
We need
me.
to shut down mainstream.
Yeah, I'm
media
trying, Matt.
first.
Here's the kicker. All right, so what Socrates just said is what really needs to happen. Socrates says we need to shut down the country. We need we need to shut down mainstream media. Let me see y'all do that. Here's my listen to me. I'm a driver, shit ton of drivers. You versus shut the country down versus shut the fucking media down. Let me see you do that.
It might make a difference.
That might fucking right there make a difference. That right there may make a statement. You hear me? Because that's what they're doing. That's what they're trying to do.
Tactical warfare.
They are trying so hard to make these people, me, and all these other ground pounders out there that will listen and are listening. They're trying to make a mockery out of them. Michelle, I know I'm ranting. I apologize. I apologize. But anyway.
I'm just listening.
Well, you couldn't, without Dennis being on the phone, without Dennis being on the same switchboard as you couldn't hear him. Unless you listened to the show.
Yeah, I could. It was really muffled, though. It was muffled, but I could hear him a little bit.
You could hear him a little bit? That's it. Let me you know what? I want to do...
A little bit. But it was muffled.
Get this. I'm going to open up another screen here because I want to do something. Socrates, here's the kicker. Because of the topic. Michelle, don't go. You can, don't go nowhere. But hang tight. I've got to call Socrates. Okay, I've just got to. I've literally got to.
Okay, while you're doing that, mute me, and I'm going to make me a sandwich real quick.
Socrates didn't answer the phone. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Shit. See, again, I'm trying to... Socrates, I'm trying to call you, bro. I'm trying to call you. I can't answer, he says. Man, I want to talk to another driver. It's what I want to talk to. Mike, call the show. Call the show. No, Mike, Dennis, there we go. I want to hear their opinion. There we go. Area code 918. Hello.
Hey, boo-boo.
What? All right, bro. I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can definitely hear you, Yogi. Papa Bear, I got you.
I'm making a meme. I'm making a meme out of that. Matt is now poo-poo.
You don't even go there. Don't even go there.
Listen. I'm going there. I went.
You're literally listening to the dude, the man, that was allowed. I put it this way. I was too, like I told everybody in the chat. I was young. I was too young, and I was number one. I didn't really deal well with business. Okay, could give two shits about politicians. So whenever we all went to DC, you're talking to the man now that was allowed to sit across from the transportation, mind you, the United States Transportation Secretary. Okay, I wasn't, because Dennis will tell you, this is the dude. His wife called me on the phone crying. Are you Matt from United CDL? Yes, I am. Well, can you talk my crazy ass husband from the gasoline pump or the diesel pump? Because his crazy ass took her fucking handcuffs. She being homicide detective from the city of Chicago. This crazy motherfucker handcuffed himself to the fuel island. She loses her shit, calls me. Can you talk some sense into this dude? I can.
My gosh.
Oh yeah, I'm talking. Am I lying?
I had 245s on me at the moment too.
I'm like.
I was heavily armed and dangerous.
I can try. He gets on the phone. He's crying. He's loaded. Dude. When you people realize you've got to pay a house payment or fuel for the semi truck, and not even have the money for the semi truck. This dude on the phone was in that situation. Am I lying, Dennis?
Oh,
That's
Several
a shitty
times.
situation.
You make a choice.
several fucking times. Mostly because of fuel.
Because
Fuel was almost $5 a gallon.
that's right, and it was going up, wasn't it? It got it got to
Oh,
what,
yeah.
mid sevens, and in California it was $7.58 a gallon. And
Oh,
people
yeah.
were wondering why the country was losing their every living fucking mind. They was losing their shit,
Well,
literally.
most of us wouldn't even drive into California. You want your shit, come pick it up at the border.
I was one of
And
those
that
people.
was no. That,
Go to the border.
No, fuck
So
no.
was I.
Dude, I got to the point where if no here, Dennis, just for the record, let these people know how what we did. Here's the kicker: these companies, I'm talking massive companies, could hide money from the driver, okay, and skim from the top of the freight. Now here's the kicker. One of the reasons, and one of the bills that we I'm not tooting my horn, Dennis's horn, or anybody. Thank God for everybody that went to DC with me and the man on the phone, because had they not, your ass would have no idea how much money you were getting on a fuel surcharge. You would have zero transparency. You would have zero understanding. Am I right or wrong, Dennis? The
you are 100% correct.
transparency is
If you
the
don't
reason
keep
we
track of
went
every
there.
single mile, these companies will screw you every which way, back and forth. And it's, you know what? I really don't want to get into that. I mean, hey, all you guys out there driving now, keep up the good work, man. I mean, you're doing what you're doing, but if you figure the hours out, a fucking minimum wage job at McDonald's will pay you more than an over-the-road truck driver. 80 hours a week, folks. Do the math.
Did you just hear what he
40 hours
said?
you get paid straight time.
Listen, Mike knows, the guys up in this chat, they know. Everybody bitches at a 40-hour work week. Oh my fucking God, I gotta work 45 hours, 50 hours a week. You know what? I am not saying shit, because every driver, every real ground pounder will tell you their minimal week is 60 hours a week. In fact, a logbook, I'm not joking. They're 40. See, Mike's fucking laughing at 40 hours a week. They spend sometimes
That's a joke.
40 hours. 40 hours sitting in
If
fucking traffic.
You could only log 80. If you were actually fucking logging your time, you were working anywhere from 100 to 130 hours a fucking week.
If you could
And
really
that's
log
just
it.
Yeah, if you could really log it, but you didn't. You couldn't. I mean, your dispatcher's telling you go, 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 go. They don't give a shit that you just been driving 14 fucking hours. You better make sure that load gets there, or you're going to be stuck for 5 days because they can't find you anything. It's a bunch of fucking shit.
Look at what Steve. Do you see what Steve, our brother? Check this out. Our brother up in Canada says electronic logs are mandatory up in Canada now.
The hell are you?
Now here's the kicker. But Steve, here's the thing. Now there's a clause in there. I'm just telling you that you want to check, Steve, because there's a clause in there that if your truck's computer goes out and you're under load, you are legally allowed to get, because here's the kicker. You are legally allowed to get that truck continuing to roll on a paper log, okay? Because if not, you're held. You got to remember, you're held liable for that freight. Okay, the moment you sign that freight bill from let's just say, Matt below me, the junior below me is company. I'm the driver, and Dennis on the phone is the ship or the receiver. The moment the moment that Matt gives me the bill, I sign it, I'm held liable. I've got a $1 million insurance policy. $1 million insurance policy. Minimum. Some required 10 million. Isn't it, Dennis? Wouldn't you and Blonde Star $10 million blanket coverage? 10 million.
They wouldn't even look at. If you own a company, they're not even going to touch you or put a load on you unless you got $1 million to $1.5 million policy to cover it. But yeah, I think my policy was. I think I had only $5 million, Matt. But that was a policy from Lloyd's of London.
All right, I remember. You know, whenever we were running like governmental freight, okay, government freight to like Wright Patterson,
you had to have
there's a
$10
million blanket coverage, right? You know, tell
but that's only when you had military load.
Tell everybody how much that insurance premium cost you.
About $2,000 a month.
Wait, what?
About $2,000 a month.
Yeah, and that's just for insurance.
Oh yeah, my fuel bill alone for just the 1 year was $90,000. I grossed $239,000, and $89,000 something was just for fuel.
How does your truck run if the computer shits the bin? That's funny.
Because I'm talking Qualcomm, right? Steve, that's funny. I'm talking the Qualcomm, right? The tracking system of the truck, right? Logging the truck.
Oh.
If the Qualcomm quits by accidental like disconnection or accidentally like falling off of the grid, right?
Or a safety pin through the coax. Yeah.
The truck will still run, bro.
Sometimes, Werner's got it set up where if you run out of hours, the fucking truck turns off automatically.
That was funny right there.
It is.
That's funny. Possibly.
What's even?
Go ahead.
What's even funnier is the motherfucker tells you have to sleep. Turn your truck up, you drop down and in the sleeper berth. You're asleep? Yeah, sure. Uh-huh. Right, motherfucker.
Let me share.
I give a challenge to anybody out there. Walk into a courtroom, look at the fucking judge or anybody in the jury and say, you're now a truck driver. You're asleep right now. Go to sleep 8 hours. And you better not come out of that sleeper berth, because if you do, you're getting a fucking ticket.
Jesus Christ.
That's true.
What do you mean you can't sleep?
That's absolutely true. What he's telling about is absolutely true.
That is.
This is the problem.
What do you mean you just got done working? You're not sleeping. That's the law. You better be to fucking sleep.
We've got a problem.
So now what? You drive 11 hours and you better be in the fucking bed.
This is why.
Don't get caught eating a fucking sandwich or something.
I had a problem sitting across this. Now, Dennis will tell you, the dude. They didn't want me there because of my mouth, and because of my attitude. Okay, again, Dennis was raised in trucking. I was raised in trucking. I'll be damned if I'm going to have some pencil pushing, tie wearer tell me how to govern my trucks. These people in the political power, they have never spent a day around a truck, let alone in a truck. Okay? But they're telling you how to regulate your industry. They're telling you how to regulate your day, what to do with your time. They'll tell you how and why and where and what it takes to get shit from point A to point B. And again, never even set foot in a fucking truck. But they know all about it. I can't sleep. I've been smoking trucker meth all day. I don't know if I think he's making a joke. I think he's making
You're killing me.
Socrates says they don't own a single truck. talking about the government. He's talking about those that regulate the freight. I mean, Dennis is like, dude, Matt, you're too loose cannon. I got this, brother. Let me speak for you. I'm like, you better. And he did. He did. He absolutely did. I again, threatening to like drop kick the dude sitting across the table from me in the mouth because he doesn't speak for me. He don't speak for me, but yet he regulates me. That was my attitude.
Yeah. Like the little motherfucker that tells me, oh, you're only allowed 4 ounces of meat on your sandwich because, you know, you should be at 180 fucking pounds according to me, you little pencil pushing bastard. Motherfucker, go pay $20 for a fucking ham and cheese sandwich at a goddamn TA and get 4 ounces of fucking meat and you're a starving prick. You want to talk about wanting to kill a waitress? Uh-huh. Go feed a 300-pound fucking truck driver on a 4-ounce sandwich, you fucking lowlife son. Matt, you pushing my button.
look. But here's the, I'm not. But I'm not.
Calls me
funny.
Push with his finger on the mute button.
You pencil push.
Look, but we're talking real. We're talking realism. This dude, I mean, this is realism.
Like I told that pickup in Minnesota at Pro Transport, I'm gonna run my truck over that little goddamn tiny shack of yours, motherfucker. Pay me my money. Needless to say, he couldn't get out of the shack because I backed the truck right up to the door. Fuck you, get out, you little bastard. Cost me $800, but it was worth it.
This is the shit that we run into. Okay? Honest to God, I ran, and the stories can go on and on and on. I hauled 2 loads of coiled steel at 48,000 pounds per donut, meaning per coil, right? Mind you, 48,000 pounds apiece. That is almost 25 times your average car's weight today. From Green Bay, Wisconsin, over to the Pennsylvania-Ohio border. They owed me for 2 loads. The second coil that I took, I dropped it right dead square in the middle of their parking lot for their ass to pick up with a tow motor.
Fuck you.
They refused to. They didn't pay me on the first one. They said, "We'll go grab the other one. We'll fulfill the contract. We'll pay you on the second load." They didn't pay me on. Dude, I was on the phone. Did you know, Dennis? I wasn't even with you at this time. I don't believe. You know this story, right? Or do you believe?
Yeah.
I dropped this. Honest to God, this dude was on. I had the broker on the phone. Oh God, Matt, please don't do it. Don't do it. I stuck my truck in reverse. I hit the gas. I jammed the damn thing into low. Mashed the gas, popped that coil right off the back of my trailer, and didn't look back. It cost them more to get somebody to pick that bastard up off the concrete because they had no way to do it. Their tow motors, they didn't have the tow motors to pick up a 48,000 pound ball. It cost them more money to fuck with me than it did to pick up.
You basically said go fuck with somebody else.
I mean, this is the problem that we've got in this industry. They don't care about the driver. They could give 2 shits.
That's sad.
Nope, don't give a fuck about us at all. Unless you're late. If you're late, then you're the biggest piece of fucking shit in the world. Or God help you if you get fucking snowed in somewhere. I told that motherfucker at Hub Group, you got $500,000? You send a tow truck out here to pull me out of the fucking snow. I'll then run the load. Until then, I ain't moving. But, hey, 4 feet of snow on the fucking ground, I'm supposed to be running.
This little dude, this little guy below me, he was 5 years old, dude. I had to, and Dennis remembers, you and your wife brought me flatbed shit to have my fleet put onto your company. Am I right or wrong? You brought it to me.
Oh yeah, I didn't have the shit for you.
I didn't have the money. It was either a truck payment or my house. Am I lying?
Nah. Fuck, what did I bring you? A couple of tarps, a bunch of fucking chains and shit?
Yes. I had to make choice. And if we have got the same scenario happening right now with, fuel $5 a gallon, drivers going on strike, you know what? By all means, shut the country down. But I'm telling you right now, the Palestinians, the Pakistanians, the Arabs, the whatever the fuck you want to call it, the Mexicans, the Canadians, they ain't going to stop. They will make your ass broke. You'll lose everything, and the freight will still move.
Yep.
They don't give a shit. The dude on the phone is honestly, put it this way, this is how bad it was back in the day. You guys love violence. Dennis, talk to these people about your buddy that crossed the fucking border south of Juarez and got shot for a fucking load of freight.
Which one? We were running when the fuel was so high. We had a couple of paths coming out of Mexico. We were hauling fucking fuel up into Texas. I had a buddy there who was. We were paying like $2 something for fuel and paying the farmers off. Brad got shot over there for some dumbass fucking reason. Who was that dude that got? Well, you know him. They made Jason's Law for it. They wouldn't let him fucking park at the Walmart or whatever. He had to park down the street, and the fucking guy shot him for $7 fucking.
Are you fucking
kidding?
Yeah,
not a joke. Not a joke.
$dollars.
Not a joke. But yet we're not allowed to carry in the.
He wasn't allowed to park on the company's fucking lot.
We're also
because it wasn't his time.
Get this shit. Get this. We're also legally not allowed to carry a weapon, a firearm in our truck.
Not even to protect yourself.
Nope.
That is fucked.
But let me tell you what. Every driver in this chat, or that understands this, will understand where they get where I'm coming from. Some of these companies that we deliver to are in some of the worst areas. Okay? Like you just heard Dennis say, our friend shot for $7. No shit. No joke.
Well, here's the most fucked up part about it, because if these people were to shoot the driver, they can easily fucking drive off with the equipment and shit.
What did you just say? They
could easily drive off with the equipment, and the driver doesn't have any arm to protect himself.
Dennis, how many times has that happened? In the city.
Usually if they're driving off in your truck, they know what the fuck they're doing.
And they know exactly what
Not many people can drive a fucking manual transmission anymore.
Right there, Socrates will tell you. This is Socrates. You got Socrates. You got to call me. Because again, we can talk about this, Mike. We can talk about this. These people ain't got a clue what El Paso is like. Okay, and it's not.
Nope.
Laredo, El Paso, Juarez. We're talking MS-13 territory.
Marislava Church.
Okay? These fucking people will absolutely kill you, not think twice about it, and run your truck straight through the border. And guess what? The border, listen to what I'm telling you, the border will let them do it. Did I say that out loud? I did, didn't I? The Border Patrol will let them do it. Or
the cartel.
Or they don't give a fuck, and they'll run that truck straight through that fence.
Hey, Matt.
Yes, ma'am.
Matt, let me hang up so Socrates can call in, and then I'll call back because you won't have room.
All right. Again, I would love to have him call me. He knows.
He'll
Michelle?
call in. I'll hang up, and then that way. What? And then I'll call back.
Okay.
And then I'll call back.
All right.
Okay, love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Weren't we also going to review her TikToks?
I got on a rant, man.
I know, we're still onto this rant.
I'm gonna tell you
now.
what.
It's a
because
very bad
this is
subject.
realism. This is absolutely realism for people that don't know. They need to know.
But yeah,
I mean, I'm being absolutely serious. Steve Kelm, I ain't driving if you ain't spitting. It ain't driving if you ain't splitting gears. I mean, here's the kicker, Dennis. We're about
What fucking number?
Dennis, Pop Mike's like, what's the fucking number? The number's
For
in the
what?
description. Because again, I would love to have another driver call the show besides just me and you.
Yeah.
You
How
know,
many people can fucking drive an 18 speed?
I can.
I can. How
I
about
can.
a Super 10? Yes.
I can.
Yeah.
I can. Yes.
I know you can. A lot of people don't. You say, oh, I got an 18 speed. Motherfuckers that have never been in a truck have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Show them the gear pattern on it, and they're like, what the fuck is that? Is it a chemical equation? No, it's the gear pattern. Huh?
Is that a chemical equation? Yeah.
You know what really gets me? And every driver out there should be screaming about this. Every fucking CDL driver out there has to go to a special class, take a special test, pass special fucking everything to get his license. Then we get on the road and we can't do more than 65 miles an hour because it's unsafe. What's unsafe is these fucking idiots in the car that think they know what they're fucking doing after a week of driving. Okay? Make them motherfuckers take special tests. Make them fucking, you know what? Make driver's ed cars like a fucking semi. Make them, when you fucking put the pedal to the metal, make it go
he's
3
fucked some
miles
shit
an
up,
hour,
bro.
5 miles an hour.
He's definitely fucking said to hell with it and ran into people. He does not care how they drive. He just...
I knew that it was.
Do you know why I didn't have the bull rack in the front of my truck? My wife wouldn't let me get one because she knew I was going to hit one of them sons of bitches and push him 4 to 5 miles down the road. And then when I stopped, say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you. Stupid fucking four-wheeling pieces of shit. I ain't kidding you. I had some lady hit my brother's truck 3 times as she was trying to merge. She told the cops, I didn't see him. How the fuck do you not see a 13-foot-high moving billboard? Somebody answer that.
They can't. We Mike, Sock, all of it. We have all had people. Okay, we have all had people run damn near underneath. Okay, we have all had people run almost underneath of the truck and push us out of the way to save them. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not.
Yeah, and then tell us it's our fault. The fuck you mean? You hit me, bitch?
Mr. Mike Pyle. Hello, Mr. Mike Pyle, right?
Hello?
Hello.
What's going on? Area code
Can you hear me,
702.
Matt?
I can hear you now. That's Socrates.
Right. Hey, can you hear me? Can you? I
yeah,
just
we
want to
hear
make sure you can hear me.
We
first.
can hear you.
Okay, cool. How's everybody doing tonight?
We're getting riled up. I got a question. Is anything
I
remotely...
know. I'm like...
Is anything I've said wrong? Is it? What am I saying?
No, not at all, man. You're right on point. It's like I was getting ready to go to sleep, but I'm like, no, they're on point. You guys are on point on everything. Right now, we're stuck in Tennessee. We've been at Rush for Peterbilt for the last 3 days because we have a 2023 Peterbilt. The components or whatever, we had two engine lights go off on us, and the truck said it was going to shut down in 200 and something minutes, and then it turned off, then it came back on again. I don't know if it's the heat doing it or whatever, so we had to stop and we had to get it corrected. Well, the part is like a month away. For what we a month away, so it's like we had to go to Canada. Steve's been like working his ass off trying to get all this get together, and we have a truck full of military goods, a trailer full of military goods that we're 2 days behind right now, and there's nothing we could do about that. So what we can do is get another truck. So luckily we're getting one tomorrow at 10 a.m. and try to catch that. I think we're going to be okay after that.
Socrates. Socrates, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
If
Go
you
ahead.
were
Sure.
curious, and I'm gonna throw this out there for Mike, because Mike is a single truck owner. Okay, unless you had a small fleet to like jump into, if you were only a one truck owner fleet and you had to wait on your part for a month, you tell me what would happen, Socrates. You tell everybody what would happen if you had to wait on that part for a month.
You're done. You're dead. You're done. You're done.
Now you tell me that
You're done.
is that remotely okay?
No.
That's
not
literally
at
that
all.
is a fucking
Not
choice.
at all.
And that's what everybody fails to see. This is why I was a bad candidate to go sit in front of the Secretary of Head of Transportation for this country, because that sorry bastard didn't even have a remote fucking clue what it took. But yet he governs me. He governs. It was Mr. LaHood. Dennis is like, you dude, man, look, you just do your thing. Do us a favor. You just sit here at the apartment or the hotel with Debbie. We got this. Just relax. Just relax. Just believe me, the dude on the phone had more patience than I did.
Conversation you guys have been having.
I was going to lose my fucking shit on that man. For everybody. Dude,
I was about to retire from the Carpenters back in June, and I'm like, no, wait a minute, I better not. So I got my dues covered and everything. I don't know. Right now, after the summer, the summer is like our busiest time for movers.
Right.
That's our busiest, and we move military. But right now, TMM, the company that gives the jobs out, it's like an agency to like United and Mayflower and all the companies. They change the rates. Now, instead of giving you during the summer 25% rate discount that they give the military personnel, or 30% discount, now they're going to give them only like 65%. So you're not making any money. You're paying for your fuel, and you're lucky if you come out even at this point, and that's coming. And they also want everybody to be on payroll, meaning the lumpers. Now the lumpers,
dude, they're union.
So I don't know what the
union,
military's going to do. Who's going to move their shit?
Stop.
Oh man, I wish I was there.
Listen, Socrates.
Fucking lumpers make more than drivers.
Exactly. Do you know that a lumper?
I said lumpers make more than drivers.
Right. Now here's the thing. Well, now they want all the lumpers right now to be. This is on the military side. Be on payroll, and that means they got to be background checked. Like look at a Camp Lejeune, for example. It's so hard to get on that fucking base. It ain't even funny. Lumpers don't want to go there.
Definitely.
Drivers don't want to go there because you're waiting an hour, 2 hours to fucking get through that fucking gate. And we've been lucky. We've been lucky because we got the Divas and we just get through. But they're really strict. Lejeune is one of the hardest fucking bases to get on. Well, now all this military personnel, I don't know what they're gonna do, what they're moving. So now they're gonna discourage these lumpers, drivers to go onto bases. This CMM right now is changing the rates. It's gonna take a hard hit. You guys, it's going to take a really hard hit that industry. So it's kind of there's the trucking business, like you said, man, that's never going to stop. That's never going to. Even if the country shuts down, we're going to still keep going.
Yeah, it has to.
There's no other way. There's no other way. But right now, this administration. Go ahead.
Do all that COVID bullshit, not once was the fucking trucking industry stopped, forced to wear masks, made to be compliant, or anything else. We were free to travel across the fucking country, unfucking stopped. No, ain't got no mask on. So fucking what? You're a truck driver. Keep going. I don't care if you came from California and are going to fucking Florida and stopping everywhere in between. Don't worry about COVID. You keep that fucking freight moving. Not one fucking truck driver that I see was mandated or told you had to wear a fucking mask.
I haven't been home since that shit started. I'm like, I'm not wearing no fucking mask. That's when Steve called. I haven't gone off the road since. I've been at I haven't been home for the last 3 months.
Wait, how
in Las
long?
Vegas.
You've not seen your family in how long?
Since I met you guys, Matt.
Tell them again, bro.
I have not got.
These people have no. I'm not talking about the Brady. I'm telling the majority of the people. They don't have a remote clue, dude. I have been on the road one long time for 6 months.
About average.
Okay, go through a divorce. You'll want to stay out there, but
I'm
6
living
months,
the life.
dude. It sucks. I watched him grow up in pictures, dude.
Yep, I remember.
Pictures, man. I watched him grow up in pictures.
And I remember that like yesterday. It wasn't a long time ago.
Well,
I mean, I still remember that.
This administration. I'm sorry, I'm talking over somebody.
No, you're good.
Okay. This administration is really, I mean, and everybody, oh, look, I'm looking at an armadillo right now that was creeping up on me. Out here. Right, I wish I was going live. Anyway, that's cool. That's really cool. An armadillo was right about to come up at me. And so anyway, this administration is like really, really doing it. That's why I don't care what side you're in. We need Trump back in. And it's like he's not gonna let us down when it comes down to fixing all this shit. But for the meantime, right now, when it comes down to the moving business, and I love moving the military and thanking the guys for their service and everything, what they do, and gave me a chance to talk to them. But that shit's over for me right now. It's done. It's done for us because they're again, it's restrictions that they're putting, and you have to have this, and we're up to date on everything. But at the end of the day, the money's not there. At the end of the day, the money's not going to be there. At the end, you know, play for fuel and paying for labor and paying for repairs, paying for all of that stuff. At the end of the day, you know, you're lucky if you're going to break out even at this point. And we're going to deal with that for from now until frickin' it's going to be a year. You know, we might go back into it or whatever, but it's really it's something that's going to affect every industry like that. I'm seeing what you guys were talking about earlier about these drivers. I see drivers all the time, and I see these foreign people that bonehead drivers too. It's like, whatever, right? But they're not the usual drivers that we used to have here in this country. It's people that they're bringing across the border. Okay, you can drive. Here's your green card. Here's your. But their vote is already a Democrat vote. You watch when on voting day I know I've said it a lot that I'm not voting again. No, I'm sorry. I have to vote. I have to vote. Y'all can vote for whoever you want. I'm definitely voting for Trump. Because that is the only option I mean, I got at one point I got sick of the politics. It got too to my head to where, you know, it's a freaking circus and nobody's seeing it. But now I'm seeing it. Now I'm really seeing what needed to happen in order for people to open their eyes on what's going on. I got my account restricted right now for posting stuff that I think it's important, like the Maui stuff. I see stuff when I'm scrolling and I posted on the Maui thing. You know how they're talking about this virus coming back on 2023, and the media's announcing it. Yet I post on it, and I get a fact checker on they said conspiracy theories, blah blah blah. So I just deleted the post, but I'm going to send them to you later. All the fact checks I've gotten to where the it's not a conspiracy. They're actual facts of stuff that's happened, and I don't care if but they're really getting really hard at everything, and they're trying to knock us down every way. I forget your name. Your the other driver that's talking.
That's Ghost. That's Dennis.
But about the Walmart thing, you were talking about the Walmart thing of parking at Walmart. I see that, you know, out in Texas, they'll put a boot on your truck, or they'll steal your trailer. El Paso is like one of the most dangerous. Juarez was one of them at one point, and I think it still is one of the most dangerous spots on earth. And I see that border once a month, twice a month actually. I see that border. I stop right there. There's a town called El Socorro, which is right by Juarez, and then you got Yuma. But Juarez right there, it's a very dangerous place. There's a lot of trafficking going on there. Right there at the truck stops alone, you get people. I've seen people like, whoa, this guy just crossed the border. Right now, the border is, when I say wide open, I mean there's no fencing. I just saw clips from people just walking across, and but there was a female with a couple of kids or whatever. But yeah, everybody that's coming across right there is military age, military fighting age males. I don't know what countries they're coming from, but Iranians look like Mexicans. Okay, man, there's a lot of people that you could say they're Mexicans, but they're not. And
what about the women and children, Sock? Where's the women and children at, Socrates? Where are the women and children at, Socrates?
Look,
huh?
I'll tell you what about the children. The children, this is what they do to the children. They sedate the children so they're not able to say, "Hey, this is not my mom," or "This is not my," when they're being questioned. And unfortunately, immigration are not doing nothing about it. Like you got people that I know they're not their parents. Okay, they're carrying them literally over their shoulder, passed out kids. You know, but our immigration department, thanks to my argument, they're not doing nothing about it. Okay, you can't interview these kids. Cannot even raise their hand and say, "Hey, I'm not with these people," because they're sedated. And they're allowing it. This is Mayorkas. This administration is working with the cartels. And forget about the border being open. You have any idea how many tunnels there's underneath it that were built back when man, Caro Quintero, back from the 80s they've been built. And they go from they go for miles. They go for miles, and they're very well. You can fit a truck in these tunnels, some of these tunnels. And when I say it's open, we have a spot that we deliver right at the border in San Diego area, in San Isidro area, where these trucks are coming in from Mexico, and they have their doors open so they could go through inspection. But I mean, ain't nobody stopping them. There's the situation at the border is definitely it's dangerous. And what needs to happen, I saw that the Texas governor and other governors, blah blah blah. I thought it was a good idea when they put that floating barrier.
Oh yeah.
But
yes.
then I thought that was a great idea.
It was
a great idea because you can make it into a water park on both sides, no problem. Ain't nobody gonna come. But the problem with that is then you got all the politics. I mean, we need to get rid of these politicians and these media people. They need like when I say we, it's like we don't need to leave it up to the authorities to get rid of them. You know, it needs to be the people that take the hands on it. Like I watch the news now. I'm watching the news just to go, man. These people need to be held accountable. These people need to be held on trial. And I'm talking about the reporters that we see every day lying to us on both sides, CNN, Fox, whatever. And you know what? We need to block the way into this. You're not going to work today, bud. I'm not talking violence and I'm nothing. But hey, guess what? You're staying home. You're not going to be telling us lies no more. Same thing I was telling earlier. These stations, they need to be shut down.
I agree with you.
We need to do like Russia did. We need to do just like Russia did. Putin told every reporter out there, if you get caught broadcasting false news, you go to fucking jail. That's why there's no European and American reporters in Russia. Because if they get caught broadcasting false news, they get thrown in fucking jail. They should have the same fucking thing here. Get caught broadcasting false news, go to jail, motherfucker.
I happen to have a couple of Russian friends that I've known for years and years and years. And they have, you know, I feel for them because what we've been fed through our mainstream media is bullshit. Is bullshit. It is complete freaking bullshit. And while and we all know this, we all know that by watching this about that $700 a one-time $700 deal that they're giving the surviving per family too, not per person, per family, because that's the FEMA topping. What we need to get rid of FEMA, and by we again. We the people need to do it. We don't need to go to the sheriff. We don't. It's like complying to authorities. That's not me. That's not me one bit. So I hope I never bump into a cop.
I can tell you right now, fellas, listen to what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You guys are really, really, really hitting the nail on the head. And here's how I can tell you that is because they are now they are now regulating the Facebook stream. I'm watching.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, you're hitting the nail too close to home. They already know that the trucks aren't going to quit. They already know that we know that there's thousands upon thousands of dollars transported in what's known as a reefer trailer across the border. Oh, go right ahead. Regardless of whether it's jam-packed from front to ass end with illegal people. Now, we never even talked about that one yet.
Oh, boy. The sad part about that one?
Go right ahead. Pound that fucking nail.
I got a nail for you to pound. You ready? How's this? I personally am a truck driver. I've been to the farmer to load up his vegetables. I've been to the oil fields to load up the fucking crude oil to take it to the guy who owns his little fucking refinery that refines it into gas. Take the gas, take it to the big company. Now, I know Joe. I know Jim the farmer, too. Now, when all this shit hits the fucking fan and I need something to eat, I'm going to go over by Jim the farmer, which I know pretty well because I was his driver. If I
Right.
need some fucking fuel, I'm gonna go see my buddy Josh, the oil man,
That's
because
right.
he's gonna know where the fuck I can go get some fuel.
Yeah.
You know what else? I know a couple
Yep.
of welders. I don't need the government. I don't need nobody's fucking help, because the friends and people that I know will help us fucking survive.
Bingo.
That's the point right there.
Damn.
That is a nail.
Damn.
You nailed that, man.
You nailed that shit.
We've been in North Carolina for a while. On that note, we've been on North Carolina for a while, and you know how I think it was Senator Kennedy that was talking about farmers being paid to let go of their crops. And I'm like, really? I saw it. I saw it from right where we're at in Trenton. I see all these crops. I saw them from where it was just dirt, and I saw them grow, and the government pays them to let them go. Let them rot, whatever, and that's happening. I've seen it with my own two eyes.
They'll pay them not to grow anything.
Now, when the shit hits the fan, I'm sure they'll grow, but it'll be for us. But the thing is that, again, we all need to get together. We need to stop with this race shit that the media has programmed each and every one of us with all this crap. This happens and that happens, and they're very quick to, when it's a black and white thing, they're quick to put it out there and talk about it just to see if they can't get us heated up anymore. Because I'll tell you, there's great people all across the United States. Everywhere we go, I'm telling you, people are so. People are people. But as soon as you turn on that television, it's a different fucking story. It's a different fucking world. It's I just man, I got heat stroke, really, really bad. I thought I was gonna be done.
What?
And
yeah, you told me that last week.
These
right?
last 3 days. Heat exhaustion. I don't know, but my heart was freaking pounding. Like, are you going to stop or what? I stopped drinking Coca-Cola. I started drinking a lot of fluids, electrolytes, whatever. I'm still doing that. But I lost so much freaking weight, I don't even want to tell you my weight.
Dude, this energy,
but
you
I lost
can't
a
do
lot
that.
of weight really quick.
You cannot do what you said you were doing in this inbound energy. There's no way. You cannot do it. It will take you out.
You guys,
if you can see all these numbers here, I mean, we call the American number. So, y'all listening to me? I'm talking to my girlfriend. I'm telling her.
Okay, yeah, I'm always listening to that.
I'm telling her about the program here, man. Matt's Matt's my friend, and she's looking at me like, huh? And I'm going, yeah, Matt's my friend. He's got this show, you know, and I tell a lot of people. And they all look at me like, yeah, okay, you fucking know somebody. And now I'm sitting there talking to you, and she's just kind of sitting there smiling, smirking, going, okay, he does.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
Absolutely, you do.
Listen to what's the girlfriend's name?
And Matthew there, I take a bullet for him.
What's the girlfriend's name, Dennis?
We'll just call her Teeny Tiny.
All right, Teeny. Look, Teeny Tiny.
Her name is Diane.
Diane, look, I love that dude with all my heart. And again, I've known this dude for 22 plus years, or 22 years, right? Get this. Whenever I needed 10 cents, $5, $100, $200, thousands of dollars, that dude you're with brought it to me.
Just brought it to you.
Brought it to me.
Just open arms. Just gave it to you.
Let me tell you,
Matt,
to me. Let me tell you a little something about her. Did you get the picture of the red motorcycle I sent you?
I did.
That's a Harley Davidson Road King. A couple of weeks ago, she got mad because I was on the Yamaha, and she threw me a bunch of money, and she went, "Go buy your fucking Harley Davidson."
Oh,
Okay.
bless
So
your
I
heart.
bought that Harley Davidson. And when I told her, great, now I'll get rid of the Yamaha, she went, the fuck you will. That Yamaha can stay right where it's at.
Oh,
And I went,
thank you, Diane.
okay, honey.
Listen, it is amazing what these drivers go through. So any kind of kindness, that's why you'll never hear me say anything bad about my industry. I know what these drivers go through, and to get even any kind of kindness whatsoever, just I love it. I love the fact that you got him a Harley. So thank you, because he deserves it. He truly does deserve it. This dude's been through some shit, man.
I keep telling her.
He has lost
We're
it
gonna
all.
go to Ohio and
More.
see him.
You got. I'm serious. He for this industry, for his family, he has lost it time and time again. While his dad was dying, the dude was traveling the fucking country with me, rallying for you. No lie. We were going to do the same thing. Shut the country down, while his dad was dying. Not a joke. Not lying at all. What I'm telling you is fact. So whenever I tell you
I'll do it again, too, man.
Whenever
It's gonna happen again.
We've got a blood.
Let me know when and where, brother.
Hey, they're talking about, Tammy Bond was talking about if we've heard about the September 1st. So they put it out there, right? Not going to work or not buying anything or whatever, and see what happens. I think September 1st is a good thing. I don't know how far it's going to get, but see if we could put a little warning on that's what's going on. It's September 1st. That's not an official date. It doesn't need no organizers or nothing. It's just simply like I've been off the system I have no money in the bank. All my money's in the garage, at home, or on me. I don't keep nothing in my personal account. Like I'm done with it. It's
You're probably bored as
it's
shit.
just
I'm interested in this.
I'm not giving them a one. If I need to pay a bill or whatever, then I'll put the money in, and I'll immediately pay the bill and maybe leave some change. And I promise you that change ain't gonna be there. And by the time I go in and check my balance again, I'm minus $20 for what? I didn't buy it for whatever reason. So I go ahead and take my $20 there, but I'm not giving them a single fucking penny no more when it comes down to nothing there. I'm not with the. So a couple I want to say 3 weeks ago or whatever, I was in California and I walked into this, I think it was 7-Eleven or store, and I looked down and there's these brand fucking new, stay 6 feet apart stickers on the floor, and I'm going, oh no, they're doing it again. I told Steve about that. He's like, nah, that's not gonna. I go, no, they're doing it again. Watch, they're gonna bring that shit back again. And sure enough, here it is. And so we know the second time around, it's like I saw another clip, another video on somebody's like, do not comply. It's like we already had a taste on it. Okay, now you're going to start watching all these so-called doctors come out and say this is going on. It's already catching speed on, again, the mainstream media. I ignore all that shit. And even Fox is going over there and giving it a little boost there. Same with that bullshit of transgenderism and stuff like that. They're against it, yet they spend half an hour fucking talking about it. It's just a fucking they know what they're doing. Again, they're just fucking actors and fucking operatives. They're not journalists. They're not reporters. There's I forget what her name is. That got jumped, raped, and whatever out in Egypt. during that takeover back in the 90s. Lara Logan. I think she's a real journalist. She doesn't go with all this bullshit. She's been shut down so many times, but she went through the shit to where I think what happened to her was orchestrated. It was planned what happened to her. Really beautiful reporter. You looked at her now, she's beautiful, but that's all plastic surgery because these fools left her fucking to die. You know, they tore at her. And that was the last pretty much real journalist we've ever had, I think. Yes. I had been watching her back when the fucking Operation Shield, back in the fucking Desert Storm, but way back in early 90. What was it, 91, 92? I don't
Socrates, I got to stop you for a minute, please. Hang on.
Hey, my battery's actually dying. I'm going to listen.
Okay.
But my battery's actually, I got 5%.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Real quick. The black lady, the black girl, Candace, is it Candace what?
Candace Owens?
Okay. Tell me, have you caught wind that her husband is British royalty? Did you catch that shit yet?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, well, we can drop that. We'll talk about that on another show.
Yeah.
But yeah, she is absolutely British royalty.
So she's bought and paid for.
I'm telling you, look, I didn't say that. I'm just telling you that I can show you
I did.
where she is married into royalty. Okay? Now look,
good for her, but come on, we don't know that, right? And she's over here saying, see, there's a lot of people like that out there that we think they're good, but they're really not. I'm not saying that she's a bad person. I like what she has to say. I like everything like she has to say. But again, it's not real. It's not real. It's like when you watch these reporters, like for example, Jesse Water, when he says, "Oh, we the people." No. We the media, because they're always saying, "Oh, the mainstream media." You are the mainstream media, motherfucker. And you're pushing you know, what do you mean? And when it's convenient for him, it's we the people. No, fuck you. You know, I used to like all these guys at Fox. You know, there's like Brett Bauer. I got nothing bad to say about the guy because he's always serious and he just shoots it out like we all saw on that debate that they had that clown show, and they didn't perform like they wanted to. But whatever. It doesn't matter. It's like these politicians. We need to clean house. We need like. I don't know. Is there any way we can fucking like stop paying these Congress people until they get something solved? Because they get nothing, absolutely nothing. Since all this shit started with, nothing gets done. Yet they're spending all these tax fucking dollars, all this fucking money, and then what do? The only thing they've accomplished is send a fucking aid package to Ukraine. Fuck Ukraine.
We're not playing the game anymore.
We'll just level that whole fucking country off.
We know now. Okay?
That's just how I feel.
They have no business being there.
Did you hear my kid? Listen to Matt. Listen to what Matt.
Yes, I did. Hey, Matt, how's it going, bro?
I'm doing all right. You yourself? I'm just hearing in. I'm just.
All right.
Some deep shit you're
Can't
talking
complain.
about, bro. I'm enjoying it. I won't lie.
You're right.
Well, I'm watching you grow. I'm definitely watching you grow.
Time flies, bro. I wish I could go back. But no stopping now.
Yeah.
Kind of like these trucks.
So
no, these trucks ain't gonna stop.
Never.
Socrates, tell them again before your battery dies. These trucks ain't gonna stop, are they, bro?
No, they are not. We're not stop. Hey, we're getting a brand new Mac tomorrow. We got to show it off tomorrow. But
all right.
I don't even know what color it is. But that's what we've been working on, and that's what we've been waiting on. And because that Peterbilt made in Mexico sucks. And then we got to wait for fucking parts forever. So,
Oh shit.
but yeah, guys, hey, thanks really for having me.
Oh yeah, dude. You know I love you, bro. I do.
Love you too, brother. All you guys, man.
Yo, go charge your
Dennis,
phone, bro.
Dennis, you rock, man. You rock.
You be safe, brother.
Absolutely, you as well. Hey, y'all take care. Be safe this
You too,
weekend.
buddy.
Keep your eyes up in the sky.
You ever
And
go to the Walmart DC centers, you tell them I can go fuck themselves.
That would
I
be
said so.
That'd be Mike Pyle. Mike, shout out to Mike because Mike just got a dedicated Walmart route, bro.
yeah.
Mike,
Hey,
just tell him
he went
hey,
underground.
Ron says go fuck yourself.
Mike went underground the other day.
I know. I seen that.
I saw that. I was tripping out.
I
That
saw.
was
Anytime
really
you go to
cool.
Walmart, Mike, go into the bathroom with a big black marker, write Blonde Star says, go fuck yourself, Walmart.
Oh yeah.
I would still get that sticker.
Y'all see any Walmart shutting down or whatever? Yeah, the shit's coming pretty soon. Mid-October. You got Russia and China doing military exercises in Venezuela. They're gonna actually have boots on the ground in Venezuela mid-October, I think it is. Or no, mid-August. They're already there. It was August. They're already there, but ain't nobody reporting on that. There's a lot of shit going on. There's a lot of shit going on. Oh, that stuff about the FEMA versus the Marines going on. As soon as I saw something like that going on, I looked at my plane finder. I went over to Hawaii, the island. Yeah, the Marines were all over that place. They were all over that freaking place.
For what, actually? Why were they there?
I know some boys in Louisiana that got some words they want to talk with some FEMA boys about, so I ain't worried about FEMA. Them swamp boys down in Louisiana gonna take care of them.
Oh yeah. Hey, what's that, Bodine? I love the food out there, man. I almost got crocodile this last time by there.
I'm
Bodine,
going down there next week.
And then oh man, I love it. The gumbo, the jambalaya. Oh my God!
Jesus. Are you talking about
Something
road
else.
food?
My gumbo.
Oh my God.
All right, Dennis. All right, Matt Jr. and Matthew. Thanks for having me.
That'd be
Y'all
us,
have a
bro.
good night. Y'all be
You
safe.
too, buddy. Ayo, and
You
charge
be
that
safe,
phone.
man.
Hey, sock
Oh,
Tricks.
I will.
Hey, tell the family for
All right,
me.
guys. God bless,
Hey,
man.
tell the family
God
for
bless.
me.
Get your part.
I love them. Okay, please.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll let
bro.
them know tomorrow morning. That's why I couldn't talk earlier, because I don't want to wake them up.
Oh, all right, bro.
So, but I came outside, had a couple cigarettes. I didn't want to wake them up.
All right.
And
In Spanish,
These guys-
I know no Spanish, so please tell them on my behalf in Spanish.
I know plenty.
Matthew from the Matrix, nothing but love for you.
Dos cervezas, señorita, por favor. Baño.
There it is. That's all the status you need.
All right, man.
No, I
All
don't.
right, guys.
Get the hell
Good
out of
talking
here.
to you, buddy.
You be
That's
safe.
it.
Later, sock.
I told him I wanted 2
Take
beers,
care, my
go to the
brothers.
bathroom,
All right.
and we need a
Bye.
couple
All right, Mr. Dennis, let's get ready to wrap this up, bro. I thank you for being with me and Matt below me, because he's on the show with me. I thought he was gonna be bored as hell.
Hey, little
Oh,
man.
no, I am so interested in this
He
kind of
don't
shit.
remember me. He was too small when I was there.
Do you remember Dennis?
How long ago was it?
This was
what
over
year?
whenever we lived by Grandma.
Oh, then I probably don't remember. Oh, wait, no. Wasn't there a truck that pulled up at her house one day?
Yes.
I drove with you.
No, that was my truck.
Okay, but I forget when that was.
I
That-
had the big black Kenworth.
He's the guy that had the OPEC the little dude pissing on the Ford emblem, but pissing on OPEC emblem. I'll show you his truck.
Yeah, I gotta remember. So
But look, man, you know,
You got a
these two-
picture of my truck, Matt. Send it to me. I got one. That's it.
All right.
I miss my truck. I miss my truck.
Well, you lost everything for your truck, bro. Literally everything
did.
for your truck.
I just
Yeah,
wish this
but what I
corrupt ass
got now,
fucking nation
I
would
wouldn't
just
trade it
respect
for the
our
world.
drivers.
They don't respect the people. That's the problem, man.
That's it.
All right, Dennis. Look, nobody look, pissed off driver, right? Say something positive. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna do some commentary with Matthew here, but yeah, say something positive, everybody here, and we're gonna wrap up the broadcast. Thank you again for calling.
Yeah, the trucking industry. Not a problem. You call me anytime, Matt. Trucking industry's never going to shut down. All you drivers out there, be safe, man.
You run
put
this
your
country.
panties back on, all right?
Would you?
Yeah, we run this country. They just ain't going
Yes,
to
you
tell
do.
you. Boo-boo,
Don't
you
stop.
rock, man. Matrix minds forever. Bloodline
Matrix
forever.
stuff.
Forever bloodline. I'm out.
Thank you, Dennis. Take care of yourself. That
You
would
too.
be Mr. Dennis Ovitis. Man, we call him Ghost on the CB radio of things. Man. All right, Matt. I thought you were gonna be bored as hell.
Oh hell no! Y'all talk some interesting shit. Y'all caught my attention.
Hmm.
I got some overview. I want to talk. Oh my god.
What'd you think about?
Oh, y'all fucking killed it for sure.
But here's the kicker. What about, like, Socrates is a Mexican, right?
Okay. Yes.
His family is from Mexico, so whenever everybody's talking about MS-13 and all
you know what that stands for, right?
what?
It stands for Marislava Trucha. They I forget which part they run in, but it's like I forget, like South America or beyond that. I don't remember, but they also have a cartel and shit beyond the borders in Mexico. So that's probably why they just start to drive through just no problems because the cartel runs the states.
Trafficking kids, trafficking women.
They also ship
drugs.
them via trailer, which that's also a thing. Most truckers go unnoticed because they have some shitty inspection, which that needs to be sorted.
Oh man, there's been so much shit we've talked about. Socrates says El Salvador MS-13.
Yep.
Yeah, man. He gets it.
Scary shit.
He knows. I mean, he's.
I've definitely done my research on these people.
Wow, Facebook, you're doing a great job of censoring living shit out of this show.
The quality.
I'm watching the screen just go by. My boy, my kid. I ain't gonna say nothing, but I'm gonna let him say something positive. I'll have him back and we'll talk spirituality. Show me your tattoo, Matt. Show me your tattoo.
Oh god.
That what is that?
That is the crown chakra.
What's it mean?
Oh, words can't even describe how powerful this thing is.
We'll talk about spirituality. We'll talk
It's
about
unfathomable.
because again, I can't stand talking politics. And the fear. I just wanted to get the fear put to bed. I wanted.
There's no reason to be afraid. After all, we're all in this together. So if we're all together, we can just take down these sons of bitches. Only with unity will we have peace. Remember that.
Well, I know that's not your closing statement.
No. I know it's not. I have plenty more to say.
Amy Jo says, "Nice to meet you, Matt J."
Nice
Matt
to
J.
meet you.
Oh man, what's funny is knowing that the media is trying to push this fear porn, bro, and even it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's literally everywhere. And Monday, I see Michelle Nobles come slipping back in here. Michelle, on Monday, I'll try again to get Junior back on the show. We'll go through all of your we'll go through all of the shit, the videos that everybody sends me, you, Michelle, and everybody else. Again, the fear. Don't get the stranglehold on it, because that's what they want. That's what they want. Fear, okay? Fear. False evidence appearing real. False evidence appearing real. They try to push their narrative, and they love doing it.
Like Shell said, fuck them fuckers.
Right? What? Steve
Anything
Kilm,
that will manipulate you,
Mr. Steve Kilm. Again, I haven't talked to him. I've talked to Bro for a long time.
Of course.
I like the chip, young Matt. He says you got a chip on your shoulder. And it shows authority. Attaboy.
I get it from him. He's definitely dominant.
I love him, man. I love all these guys, man.
If it wasn't for any of y'all, I would not be who I am today.
Mr. Mike Pyle says, show him your tattoo again.
I am not getting up. I'm not getting up again.
He says he ain't getting up, Mike.
You can just rewind.
He's... Damn! You little cocky.
I'm sorry, but I'm just not wanting to get up.
Amy Jo says, yes, fuck them. Look, I can't agree with you guys more. Other than just be unmanageable. You don't have to be an asshole. You don't have to be an asshole to anybody. Just become you. Become unmanageable to the system. And the system ain't, again, false evidence appearing real. Just sit down, do your own thing, and not buy into their bullshit. They're trying to feed the fear, and that's exactly what we're seeing. Do you agree with that?
Of course. I'll show mine.
All right, Matt, your turn. Say something positive. I'm gonna get your ass out of here.
Always have faith. Feed nothing into fear, because you all can overpower it. Because you are a spiritual person. There's nothing higher than, well, that spiritual power. Anything that you believe is true, and if you think that you can overcome it, you can, because you have the will and the power to.
Damn, bro. That'd be my little dude. I absolutely love it to pieces. All right, Matthew. Maybe Monday, right? Maybe
Of course,
Monday.
I can come back on the show.
I would love to have you. Everybody seems to like they like you. They think you're cute.
Come on, I can't sign that many autographs.
Oh shit! This is my Olympus Mons bass player.
Yes,
so.
I am an Olympus Mons. I play bass for my band. We recently got a new singer.
Yeah, man.
And she kicks ass, and she's also awake. I promise.
That she does.
She is definitely the third eye believer.
All right, homie. Again, tell everybody good night.
Good night, everybody. It was good to be here.
All right, everybody. You heard it. Absolutely fun show tonight. I do believe if, as long as I can have him back here on Monday, we'll get him back here on Monday.
You know that I want to come back for that Matrix stuff.
Matrix stuff.
Alrighty, I'm out of here.
All right, peace. I love you, buddy.
Oh, and here. There's that tattoo again.
There's this tattoo, Mike. Did you catch it?
Alright, y'all. Good talking to you.
Get the hell out of here.
I will. Later.
Okay. You
Good
guys.
night, everybody.
Indeed, Friday night. I don't know what you guys were expecting other than, well, positivity. When it comes to politics, I frankly do not give a shit, and I don't want you to care. I truly don't want you to care. I don't want you to buy into it. I don't want you to feed it. I want you to be above it. Be above it. Because if you're above it, right, then it's not going to suck you down. It's not going to suck you down. It won't. So rise above it. Don't feed into the fear. Don't feed into the propaganda. Just turn it the fuck off. Turn it off. They want you to feed it. They want you to feed that beast, the system. Don't do it. Just don't do it. I love you guys. I appreciate you. All of you ABCs that had to sit through tonight. Look, don't worry about it. They ain't going to starve you out. The driver. And the drivers ain't going to quit. They're not. We won't. And shout out to my bloodline carrier brother, Dennis. I don't know what I would have done without you, bro. For real. My family appreciates you. Mike Pyle, all of you guys. All of you ground pounders, man. You ain't gonna stop. It's not in your blood to stop. So take that one to the bank. Okay? Good night, everybody. We'll catch you on Monday night, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 9 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock West Coast Time. Till then, take care of yourself and one another. I love you guys. Peace out.
We're in the Matrix.
Good night, everybody. We're out of here. Crank it up on your way out, Brainiac. Let's do this.
Yeah. Let's do this. One of the fastest growing talk shows on the internet. Radio show. Welcome aboard the Matrix Minds. One of the most controversial conspiratorial shows on the internet. The Matrix Minds. And that's right. Buckle up, everybody. Let's go. Paranormal, huh? Conspiracy, huh? Ufology? Hidden Egyptology. And anything and everything we can get our hands on. Let's go. Welcome aboard. The Matrix Minds. The Matrix Minds. Your show.
You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. All I'm offering is the truth. Nothing. Stay in Wonderland. All I'm offering is the truth. Nothing. Stay in Wonderland. All I'm offering is the truth.
Oh man, everybody, please, if you get a chance, and if you enjoyed the show tonight, please help me out. Up top above this broadcast, you'll find a little subscribe button. Please, it's not but the cost. It's actually probably cheaper than a Happy Meal or a damn burger at Burger King. Please, it's amazing what 1 month subscription will do for the broadcast. Okay, if you have it in your heart to donate to the show, please do that as well. MatrixMinds.us. Go down the page, smash that donation button. Again, every dime counts. We appreciate it from the bottom of our heart. Again, it adds up. I want you to know that it adds up. I don't want you to think, well, it's just $9 a month. It does. I promise you. Please help me out. Help me cover this broadcast expense. Good night, everybody.
What is up, all my beautiful and gorgeous souls? I am Michelle Espinosa, otherwise known as the Shaman, through the Matrix Mind Media. So tell me, how many times have you wished that you had that special power of prediction? You know, to know what was going to happen before it actually happened and took place. To have some power and control over that situation before things came flying at you out of left field. The thing is, you actually can have that power. You can be aware of what's coming. Tune in to Astrology TV with me for Breaking the Cage. Every Sunday evening at 10 p.m. Eastern on the Matrix Mind Media. And I will go through the astrology and help put you on the right course and get you back in control of your own life. Love you guys.
This CBD fluid is a whole flower fluid extracted from the cannabis flower. We don't use any heat, butane, or chemicals when we extract, so we get all of the components of the plant. All the CBD, CBG, CBA, all the terpenes, all the flavonoids. This allows our body to absorb at 60 to 90% rather than the average of 6 to 10% absorption you would get with a CBD oil. Because our bodies are made up of mostly water and this is a fluid, it's highly absorbable so that you're getting 500% more nutraceuticals per dose. We also have this available in our CBD spray as well as a muscle rub with all kinds of botanicals. You're going to absolutely love it.
Check it out, Brainiacs. MatrixMinds.live/CBD. The CBD I use. Feel free again. Feel alive again. And now back to the show.